In 3, 2, 1. Hello, my fellow LOD. We are here to react to what we saw yesterday. We saw a lot. Quick recap. Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the league. I was super pumped yesterday, as you can see from my post. I was just screaming at my TV. The dude's in 2 of my 3 leagues, both of which I'm going to win this week, shockingly enough. Some crazy stuff happened. The Patriots got absolutely smashed last night, which made my loss to the Ravens, by I mean the Seahawks, feel pretty okay. Granted, that being said, you still don't like to lose, but when the team, you give away 2 turnovers for 2 touchdowns on defense, and then that team goes and smashes the Patriots, who were basically rolling everybody, you don't feel too bad. Was it Karn? You're a Chargers fan. How many people did that ruin that week? Jesus. Green Bay got super exposed, and by Green Bay getting exposed, guess who else got exposed? Suey. Man, you're looking at about half the points, but I guess that's what happens when you do a quarterback-running back combo, is sometimes you fall on your face. That being said, you still might actually win, but it's... nope, never mind. Sorry, I was looking real quick. I thought he only had Dak, and I was like, maybe if Dak just throws a dud. But Dak, Evan, and Brett, who's that? Dallas's kicker, Cooter's going to help me out with that one. He's going to most likely this week give me a 3-game lead on the division. Also, I think the tiebreakers went to me as well. So, we got some stuff here we're going to go over real quick. Matchups tonight. This is crunch time. I mean, Mick there, you put up some good points, and you still got Saquon Barkley. I don't feel 100% confident about this game. I'm just going to say right now. Barkley is, you're down by, 19 plus 8, so you're down by 26 points, 27 points. Barkley hasn't put up the number that you need so far this year, but it'd be super, of course then he's going to do it, right? He's only put up, his highest was 21.5 points. I also have Jason Witten, who will probably put up 3 catches for 40 yards max, but just a couple extra points to help out there to get that 110. I would have loved to see that high score of the week, but I don't see, unless Witten gets a touchdown, which, I had Hooper on a bye this week, so I had to kind of scramble around. Witten did get a couple touchdowns early on in the first couple weeks, but nothing since then, so I don't really expect that to happen. But doesn't matter. You're feeling pretty confident being up that much. Saquon Barkley is still pretty good. Ty absolutely smashed Skunk. Skunk still got a couple players. Now, 44 points between 2 receivers, unlikely. Not impossible, but one of them's Golden Tate. Sorry, I was eating earlier. One of them's Golden Tate. That's not a good one. He did have Singletary on the bench. I don't know, Jalen Samuels, you must have seen something that I didn't see. He only had 8 rushing attempts, but he did have 13 catches. That's probably what you saw. That guy's obviously the James White or whoever of Pittsburgh. But, dude, you got 20 points on your bench, dog. Probably wouldn't have mattered, but it really would have helped out if you'd have snuck him in there instead of a Patriots running back, one of the 7 that they play. But Ty put up 94. That's a very respectable number. That was a close one. Rash, just, so close. Your running backs let you down big time. 1.5 points is real bad for a starting player, no matter where they are. Who's that? Miss absolutely dumpstered Kel. He's fine for that first round pick next year. This one is interesting. Cools. Well, I won't talk about your football team because we all know what's, all right, just for 1 second. Dude, your safety is threatening fans. That's the level of dumpster fire that the Cleveland Browns are right now. They went over to Denver and lost. Denver's probably the worst team in the AFC. AFC West. They're not the worst team in the AFC. Obviously, that title goes to any team besides the Patriots and the Bills in that division. But we're going to move to that in a second. I know someone's really excited. But, that's a tricky one. Ezekiel Elliott, he's obviously an insane running back. Probably top 3, easily. He's put up double-digit points every week. So the chances of you losing this week are pretty slim. He would have to put up his worst game of the year. Possible, unlikely. So that one's going to be a bummer for Stretch. I know that Stretch hates getting beaten by the people that he also doesn't feel too great about. But Stretch, you got to put in your dog, Jimmy G, man. Deshaun Watson, Jimmy that got you there. I think Jimmy that got you there. That'd have given you another 15 points. That'd have been like a 23-pointer-ish for Ezekiel Elliott. Doable, less likely. But, dude, I thought you were a 49ers fan, man. You got to stick with your guy. So then lastly here, Silent beat up on Karn. Karn is still another 89 point that would have won multiple other games. But still lost that one. Bao got a win. Good job, buddy. But more importantly, the Dolphins. Fitzmagic. That a boy. He beat on the incredibly talented Jets, who are not incredible or talented. But you also beat up on Rick. Rick is just, his starting running back was Rashard Penny, who had 4 rushing attempts. Everyone was on a bye this week. Obviously, that stinks. But you got them bye weeks, man. You can't just give up a week. I was kind of sweating for a second too, and I probably will be, in a couple weeks here, because I got my guys going up against the 49ers defense and then a bye. So next couple weeks could be rough for me. So stacking up some wins are good. And then lastly, Suey put up an absolute dud, 54 and a half. He's going up against 3 guys who, I said before, he's not going to win that one, Suey. So I'm sorry about that. But now, so we're going to overreact here. What should be some wins. So Stretch is going to get the loss. But also, Skunk is going to get the loss too. So this Stretch will still have a 2-game lead on that Dark Tide division. So, I mean, he's still looking like the prime candidate for that. Ty's going to get himself a win here. He's already got a 2-game lead, but Dave, he's most likely also going to get a win here as well. So we're just it's not much of an overreaction. So that'll he'll still have 2 games on that one. The Death Division, the division that I know all of us are still kind of paying attention to because it's kind of the only exciting one. Cooter's going to get himself a win, most likely, beating down Suey, and I'm going to beat up on Mick there. But Karn, he's going to go down one, but he will still only be 2 games out in 3rd place at 3-6. Mick will be 4-5, 1 game out, and Cooter will most likely have the only winning record in that division that would be 2nd to 3rd place in pretty much every other division. But you know what? Hey, that's why we're talking divisions. So, real quick here, quick recap. I'm going to have a busy week, so I'm going to ask for a little bit of leeway. I have an event coming up this weekend. It's a big one. So I'm going to try to get everything I can in Tuesday and Wednesday, because basically this weekend I am checking out. I'm going to be hosting an event at an event center where I'm renting out about 12,000 square feet to host a gigantic Magic tournament. We're going to have 15-something judges there. We're going to have 3 to 4 vendors, 9 original Magic the Gathering artists. If you want to look it up and read about it, if you care about that stuff at all, you go on Facebook. It's just do a search, just called the Puget Sound Battleground 2. And you can see all the stuff that's in there. There's like over 1,000 people interested / going. I got tickets that are for sale online that have been bought out by guys in Oregon, California, a couple in Vegas, some guys on the East Coast, literally flying out for this event this weekend. That it's a 2-day event that's going to basically absolutely wreck me, like emotionally a little bit, but also like I'm just going to be fatigued as hell because I'm going to be putting in basically double 14-hour days this weekend. So I won't be able to get to watch much football. My Monday... My next week, Overreaction Monday, might be a little bit lackluster, but, I'll chug one of these bad boys. Great for you. Terrible for the heart. Great for the soul. And then my Seahawks play the 49ers on Monday, which, after a really busy weekend, I get to stress out over the Seahawks. I hopefully winning, but probably making it down to the wire because that's all they goddamn know how to do. So that's my kind of just brief little overview of the thing. My overreaction still is that, Suey, you will not win the B division. Though I want you to, because I know you're not making the A division because that belongs to me. Still, going back to that back-to-back champions, I think for the first time ever. I don't know how to look that up and see, who was what. I except for what I saw on my cup over there that I'll be drinking out of today. Probably going to have myself an afternoon beer because it's Monday, and Mondays are the worst. That being said, go Hawks. And Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.